All right, guys, how are we doing today? It is the professional trader, the funded trader, Usman Alpha Lobby. It is Thursday, 12:28 p.m. And today's video is just going to be kind of just looking at the markets, seeing what has happened today, and just a general update, right? So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I guess we could start on Forex Factor, right? See if any news has came out, right? So unemployment claims came out today, right? So let's see what that says. This number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. So an actual less than forecast is good for currency, right? Because the less people who have to file for unemployment, the better that would be for the economy. That's just what I would assume. So the forecast was 239,000. The actual was 230K, right? And I guess this is why people say you gotta not necessarily trade the news, but you should know fundamentals because let's say you were shorting the US dollar kind of heavy today and you didn't know these unemployment claims were coming out. And boom, numbers come out, bullish dollar candles, and you're like, oh man, markets are just going against me. But in reality, unemployment claims numbers were coming out and you didn't know. Right. So that's what happened with the dollar today, right? And because of that news, we saw a rise in the DXY, right? And this is just some things I've marked up earlier on my charts, right? We saw price kind of come to this level, push up, and then we saw a massive bearish candle kind of push it all the way back down, right? Followed by one, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's literally these are 4-hour candles, so 20 hours of bullishness, right? So is the dollar bullish or is the dollar bearish? Honestly, man, it's hard to tell, right? Because I'm just going to daily. So price hasn't necessarily closed above this wick here that price was able to come up to yesterday, right? But price this candle, if it did close like this, would indicate that price does seem like it does want to continue higher, right? But because of this wick that happened yesterday, right, I wouldn't want to go bullish on the dollar until we got a break of this structure here, right? So something like that. So, a break of this structure that happened yesterday, right? And then maybe continue up here. So that's how I feel about the dollar. Is it going to happen? I honestly don't know. There's 5 hours and 30 minutes left of this candle. This candle does seem pretty strong, right? So, right, bullish dollar for the day, right, would indicate price pairs like, excuse me, pairs like AUD, USD dropping, Euro USD dropping. So, when we go and we look at the chart, on my last video, I said that I would like to continue to short Euro USD, but I did want to get a higher pushback, like, possibly to the 38, to the 382 area or 50%. But it seems like price met resistance right up here at the 236 and just continues to drop, right? So, price pushed all the way up here and then kind of made this double top here and then met resistance right after 236 and it's dropped, right? And now it's kind of back just on this little bullish trend line that it's been forming, right? Because price can just continue to shoot right back up in this general area, or it could come down to this area where it's been like 3 times. So although AUD USD most definitely is bearish, nothing like no new lows were formed yet. So it would be hard to trade like a break and retest if you did just want to go if you did just want to continue selling it, right? So USDJPY. So if you guys remember, I said I was taking a trade on USDJPY, right? I took a trade off the break of the structure, right? But I understand that this is like a long-term trade, right? Then two things happen when you trade a breakout, right? Price can continue to drop, or you're aware price can retest possibly and continue to drop, right? So just because of the break of the structure and these lows that it's been making, I'm trying to short USDJPY, right? So if we draw the fib, if we go on the 4 hour, if we draw the fib from this break of structure, you know, and if we're looking for areas that we want to possibly potentially sell it, right? We had this 50% level here, which price obviously did not hold at the 618 level here, which price obviously did not hold, right? And then we have this 786 area where price can possibly start to find some type of resistance, right? And if these lows are continuing to be made, right, it seems that this is possibly an area where sellers could continue to step in, right? So I'm going to be watching USDJPY on the 4 hour chart to see if we can start to get some bearish candles in this area, right? And if that does happen, I'll be looking to add on to this short that I have here. I'm currently down maybe like, I could check right now actually. So on my FTMO on this current USDJPY trade, I am currently down $24, right? So that's how things are looking for me at the moment, right? So yeah, just if we can maybe get this double top here, I would be looking to, potentially go ahead and really go ahead and really do this. Right, you redraw that fib, right? I would be potentially looking to, if we can get maybe 2 4 hour candles like this, maybe stop loss up above here. But realistically, the smart thing to do would be stop loss still all the way just above here, right? And then, we'd be looking for something like that. So that's a way better risk to reward than this trade. But I knew what I was getting into with this trade. I did not risk so much because it's just 192 pips. That's a crazy amount of pips, some would say. So that's how I feel about USDJPY. Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. Okay, let's go on the daily. Okay, so the Euro USD, now I'll go ahead and just delete this brush, right? Need a break of structure of this wick right here, right? But for me to get into Euro USD at this point, man, I would just need like a big time retracement, right? Because I'm not gonna say price is so far gone because I don't know what price is gonna do. I don't want to call price out. I don't know where price is gonna go, but for me to short this market now, I would just need a bigger retest, somewhere like maybe in the 618 area possibly. And if I can get that, then maybe look at possible short continuations. But until then, I'm just kind of out of your USD, right? So possible retest or another break and retest of structure, but price really hasn't broke that or at least on the daily, price hasn't really broke this wick level where price was able to wick to yesterday, right? So although it is bearish right now, just for me to continue to sell, it's a little bit hard, right? USD CAD, looking at USD CAD, what has happened? I'd like to get in on USD CAD buys, right? Strong uptrend, right? Strong uptrend, however you want to draw it. Not in this uptrend, but kind of like Euro USD. I want to buy it, but I have to stay calm. I have to stay patient. You did have an opportunity here to buy it, but I was looking for, something more like down here, 236 level, but just never got it. So would like to short. I mean, would like to buy USD CAD, right? But let's say we draw from here, let's see, 382. So kind of just depends on where you want to draw that fib, but would most definitely like bigger retracements for me to go ahead and just continue to buy USD CAD. And will I get that? I don't know, right? So if I don't get those bigger retracements, then I'm just gonna have to wait on the break and retest of this structure level right here. That's how I feel about USD CAD. USD CSF, I'm not really looking at GBP USD. GBP USD is looking bearish, right? So it's been making retest low, retest low, right? So call this first low, we call this the second low, right? And then it kind of has been consolidating in this box area right now, right? And it looks like it's breaking out this range that it's been in, right? So if I want to get in on GBP USD, how would I get in, right? So I'd be looking for if we can get some type of break and retest, depending on where price does, like, retest, but let's say price cleanly breaks down here, right? Maybe some retest to this level here, maybe, or to this level here, who knows? But waiting for a clean break of the structure here, and then, we can revisit how we would go about entering the trade, right? So that's everything I'm looking at. That's how I feel about the markets. No trades other than the one USD JPY trade I'm in. If anything does change though, and if we do get some bearishness on USD JPY, I will be looking to potentially add on to some shorts. But other than that, thank you to anybody who is watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. Thank God you guys enjoy. Have a great day.